11 and has won several medals for his talent. But he has also won hearts and tickled more than just a few funny bones every time he has taken the stage. Tonight we'll hear about a young student's homework assignment where he was asked to write about what he did on vacation. So please help me welcome to the stage to tell this great story, Mr. Earnie Morrissey.
A teacher had asked her little students to tell what they did during their spring break, and one little boy talked about his retarded grandparents. He said that his grandparents used to live in North Carolina in a little brick house, but when his grandfather became retarded, they moved to Florida where they live in a long tin house. And it's in a park that has a fence around it and a guard up in a little dollhouse. And the guard is there to keep the grandparents from escaping. Every morning, the grandparents and their neighbors get out on their little bicycles and ride around the park. Now, some of them have three-wheel tricycles, but those that don't want to exercise ride around in their golf carts. And later on in the morning, they go down to what they call the rec center. And they must have fixed it up because it really doesn't look too bad now. But they go down there to do exercises, but they don't do them very well. But before they go into the rec center, they get out their name tags and put them on the front of their shirts so that they will make sure that they know who they are. After they do their exercises, sometimes they go down to the swimming pool and they jump up and down in the water with their hats on. And then they come back and my grandmother makes lunch. Usually it's sandwiches because they don't cook much anymore. And after my grandfather eats his lunch, he sits in his recliner and he normally takes a nap. Well, later on in the afternoon, they go down to the rec center again for supper. And they must eat the same thing every day because it's called early birds. And sometimes the guard up at the gatehouse lets some of the grandparents escape and they go out and get food. And they bring it back, and that day they call it potluck. Well, my grandmother says that my granddad really worked hard all his life and earned his retardment. And she said that if I work hard, someday I can become retarded too. And I'd like to have the job, if that's true, I want that gatekeeper's job up at the little dollhouse, because I'm going to let more of the grandparents escape so that they can go visit their grandchildren. Well, that's what I did on my spring vacation. I visited in Florida my retarded grandparents.